from doing those Batman and Joker impressions, my voice is on its last legs. Absolutely killing me. Hello there, GB here, and welcome to Fast Forward, where we follow up on episodes of Rewind classic movies. And today, we're following on from last week's Batman 89 episode and looking at the greatest movie villains. With me, of course, is AJ.
Hello, everybody. Yes, indeed, I'm looking forward to telling you about some of my greatest villains that I like.
How did you find coming up with the list?
Hold on. What I did for this list, I mean, look, every show has an antagonist and every show has a protagonist, so you could almost look at any film ever made and come up with a villain, and it's very difficult to isolate them all. So what I did is actually put it out to my family at home, and I said, right, I need to come up with 5 villains, so give me 3 and I'll come up with another 2. And they all pitched in and gave me their villains that they thought about then and there. And I think this is another one of those lists where this is just the villains I thought of today. Tomorrow I could choose another top 5 villains or something like that. It's so difficult because there are some iconic villains out there, you know. And funnily enough, none of them are any of the Bond villains or henchmen or stuff, which because I thought, like, well, I could just do like Bond villains, you know. And it's hard, isn't it? It is really hard, genuinely. So yeah, no Bond, and this is family orientated. Well, not family orientated, not at all. My family have come up with some of these. Oh, what about you?
I struggled a bit. I really wanted people who I felt I personally didn't deserve to be on the list and that intimidated me or intrigued me or just stood out a bit. For a long time, I just had 4 and a bunch of honourable mentions that I didn't feel really filled that final spot.
Interesting.
We shall get into it. Do you want to go first or second?
Oh, I don't mind. How about you go first for a change?
So my first on the list at number 5 is Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
Classic.
Yeah.
Had to be done, didn't it?
The predictable and easy.
Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
One of the first in my mind was Goldfinger. And then it was the man with the golden gun. I can't think of his name now. Scaramanga. And then I went, I'm sure there's a better Bond villain. And it took me far too long to think of fucking Blofeld. I mean, he's one of the most identifiable bad guys back in the day. Yeah. Such an iconic visual. Bald head, little jacket, fucking cat.
Yeah.
And he was just a bit of an enigma. We know fuck all about him, but he represents everything I love about classic Bond villains. He's rather than being simply another criminal, he feels like Bond's equal in some ways, and he's sort of operating on this global scale, more than just a single kind of mission bad guy. He's patient, he's calculating, he always seems to be several steps ahead, and I love that about him. And part of his appeal is just about the mystery. In the early films, like, you just see glimpses.
Yes,
like the white cat or the chair or the voice, depending on
just the hand stroking the cat. Yeah.
But he just became almost mythical and sort of larger than life. And unlike many Bond villains, he survives multiple encounters with Bond. This general rivalry that goes on and on and on. I just loved it. This mastermind pulling the strings kind of vibe. Just a different era of villains, really.
Who is your favourite? For
me, it has to be oh god, I've forgotten the guy's name now.
I know you're going to say Telly Savalas, aren't you? When he puts him down the chimney on the end of the
that is one of my favourite Blofeld moments of all time, genuinely.
It's ridiculous.
As a kid I loved that, but my favourite,
so ridiculous.
Favourite Blofeld's Donald Pleasance.
Yes. I mean, it's got to be, hasn't it? That is Blofeld, isn't it?
I like the Max von Sydow voice. I have a fondness for Charles Gray. I don't know if that's partly now post Rocky Horror.
You put your hands on your hips.
He's not the definitive Blofeld though for me, because he's not bald.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think about new Blofeld? The Daniel Craig era.
Yes, the Christoph Waltz. I like what they were sort of doing, but everything I've just said about Blofeld, how he's was over multiple Bonds, multiple missions, they fucked that. They brought him in, and then he was, they caught him in like the first or the second attempt It was all over too quickly.
It was, wasn't it?
And the idea of having Blofeld in a prison, I was just, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
He was an incompetent Blofeld.
Cuckoo.
Didn't like it.
Okay.
So what is your number 5? Oh, well, no. Who is your favourite Blofeld? Same.
Yes. Most, not most iconic, fun. I guess funniest in a way, also most memorable is Telly Savalas in a neck brace, in a wheelchair, on the end of a helicopter skid, going down a. I mean, it's that's the actually when I think about Blofeld, I think about that scene, and it's so comical and it's quite funny.
That wasn't actually Telly Savalas, though, was it? Like it was because Telly Savalas was in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, right?
Shit, yes, that's right. I thought it was Telly Savalas. You never actually see the face, do you? Thinking about it?
No, I think it's hidden, unidentified.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But yes, and of course, should have said. I mean, so iconic that it defined the villain for a whole other movie franchise.
It did, I suppose.
Don't want to say too much about that, just in case it crops up.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Right, your number 5.
My number 5 is actually Dolly's pick.
Dolly being
my wife.
There we go.
She said Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, Louise Fletcher.
Sure.
One thing I did learn today, obviously she won an Oscar for this. During her Oscar acceptance speech, she used sign language.
Oh.
To thank her parents, because her parents were deaf.
That's a bit extra, isn't it?
It's actually beautiful.
Look, you've won the Oscar, love.
Yeah. It was actually quite beautiful. And, do you know, I've not really seen her in anything else. She's in Deep Space Nine, believe it or not. And
sure.
A lot of other things, but not a great deal, considering she won an Oscar for this.
Yeah.
Also, AFI ranked her as number 5 greatest villain of all time.
Wow.
She's the highest ranked woman on the list. Now, it shames me to say I've not seen this film. It's escaped me all these years. And part of me doesn't really want to see it.
Yes.
We've just been talking about Jack Nicholson, and I talked about how in The Joker, being the Joker, the character, he embodies Jack Nicholson. I mean, Jack Nicholson's playing Jack Nicholson, and he does the same thing in this film. I've never actually seen it. I've seen a stage production of it in the Theatre Royal in Plymouth, but I've never actually seen the film.
I think I watched it when I was younger, and I can't tell you anything about it.
I wrote it down, actually, when she was describing it, and it was so beautiful. She said, Nurse Ratched, she was vindictive and embodied abuse of power. She was in psychiatric care, but it was she who really needed the psychiatric care. So I can't actually tell you much about this person because it's actually someone else's recommendation.
God,
but
you've found new ways of
I know,
getting out of doing any bloody podcasting in me.
But do you know what? I do need to see this film. It won the big 5 Oscars: picture, director, actor, actress, screenplay. I mean, wow, that's it's a legendary film. I've heard all about it, but I've just never seen it. So yeah.
Okay, right. Well, we'll move on to my number 4 then. Have you got nothing else to say about a movie you haven't seen?
No, exactly.
Brilliant.
There you go. But I thought, well, no, look, I just thought it was a fun way to do it. I thought, right, let's open it up to the family. Why not? You know.
Very good idea. I like it. My number 4. I'll be honest with you, it was actually my number 5, but when you said that you didn't have any Bond on your list and it was too easy, I thought, well, I better bring mine to the front. So, this is now my number 4, and it is Clarence Boddicker.
I don't know.
From RoboCop.
Ah, right,
Kurtwood Smith.
Okay, yes. God, it's been a long time. Long time since I've seen RoboCop. In fact, I don't think I've probably seen it since I saw it at my mate's house because I wasn't old enough to watch it at home.
Really?
Yes.
I watched RoboCop 2 at my neighbour's house when I wasn't meant to, and saw a bloke get his chest cut open, and it was really one of the most scarring things I've ever seen.
Yes. Have they made a remake of it recently?
Of RoboCop, yeah. It's actually quite good.
I think I might have messaged you saying, oh, this wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed it. It's very different. It's a whole different take on it. But it's nice to have something along those lines, I thought. But Clarence Boddicker scared the shit out of me as a kid. I watched RoboCop before I should have done. But he was the creepiest, most evil guy ever, largely because I saw it in a movie I shouldn't have been watching at that age, and he did things as a human being that people shouldn't do to other human beings, such as absolutely blowing the shit out of Alex Murphy, RoboCop, like his fucking arms and legs flying off, and it was just a horrific butchering of a guy.
Just picturing this guy blowing this guy.
There's like 6 of them just opening fire on him and his body falling to bits.
I'm well aware it's very, I mean, yeah, like I said.
Him laughing maniacally through the whole thing, that's what really does it.
Yeah.
But he feels frightening because he doesn't have superpowers. You know, there's a lot of villains that can be super villains, I suppose. But this guy is just a ruthless criminal who enjoys violence, and that realism makes him one of the most disturbing villains of the 80s for me. Kurtwood Smith just absolutely nails it. He's got this like casual confidence. He never is rushing or he's never panicked, and even during like chaotic shootouts, he's completely comfortable. And that sort of calmness makes his brutality even more unsettling.
Nice.
But he's got loads of personality for a villain. He's sarcastic, he's quite witty and intelligent, strangely charismatic, and you hate him for what he does, but you can't take your eyes off him when he's on the screen. And his relationship with RoboCop's really personal, because obviously he's not like trying to conquer the world like a bad guy, but he did destroy this guy's life and most of his body. And so that every confrontation they have gives it a little bit of an emotional weight rather than just good versus evil.
Sure. Yeah.
I just think it's one of cinema's most shocking introductions.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And of course, when RoboCop finally gets his revenge, quite satisfying.
Good shout. I like it.
You don't remember him though, do you?
No, not at all. No. God, no. I can't. I can picture like bits and pieces of the film.
Bits and pieces of Alex Murphy lying around the fucking
yes, it was. I do remember actually watching it at my mate's house and going, "Oh yeah, I can see why I'm not allowed to watch this film."
Yeah,
and then also being a bit like, "Oh shit, I'm not sure I actually want to watch this film," and I genuinely don't think I've seen it since. I know I've watched a remake recently, but it
is a classic.
I need to revisit it for sure, and I think that'll probably feature maybe in next season.
I would say Kurtwood Smith is a bit like we said about Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson in the Batman episode. He just looks like a normal bloke. He's definitely not Hollywood makeover territory.
Yeah.
So you're number 4.
My number 4.
Who have you asked to do the work for you this time?
Right, Angus.
This is your son.
This is Angus.
And how old is your son, for context?
12.
And his greatest villain is?
Very well. Where do I begin? My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery. My mother was a 15-year-old French prostitute named Chloe with webbed feet. My father would womanize, he would drink, he would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark. Sometimes he would accuse chestnuts of being lazy, the sort of general malaise that only geniuses possess, and an insane lament. My childhood was typical: summers in Rangoon, luge lessons. In the spring we'd make meat helmets. When I was insolent, I was placed in a burlap bag and beaten with reeds. Pretty standard, really. At the age of 12, I received my first scribe. At the age 14, a Zoroastrian named Vilma ritualistically shaved my testicles. There really is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's breathtaking. I suggest you try it. Obviously, Dr. Evil from Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, 1997. I just love that he chose that, and also it's just because as soon as we said villains, I sent you a photograph or a gif of Dr. Evil. So I think
that was Dr. Evil. Oh, the impression I didn't get that at all.
Funny. I would have chosen it if Angus hadn't. In fairness, this was going in the list every day of the week because we didn't have to say it was going to be a serious villain. To be honest,
no, absolutely, and that's why I said about Blofeld. You know, he set up a villain of an entire franchise, which is this.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you might. I wasn't expecting it so soon, but yeah. It is such a classic shout. I mean,
there's so many lines, but it's that monologue that I just love. Actually, it's just I thought, I'm just going to read that out in full. I don't care.
I don't remember it being that long, but
well, that's with Carrie Fisher. She's heading up that support group that him and Scott are visiting, and Carrie Fisher's there.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that Mike Myers plays both the hero and the villain is great by itself. But the fact he's such a great parody, not just of Blofeld, but of movie villains. I mean, he is almost by definition a greatest hits of villains.
Yes, absolutely. $1 million. I mean, there's just so many quotable lines from it.
That's it. The finger, even the finger has become iconic. And we talked about that in what episode was that? Was that in the Disney's Black Hole episode? Is that where that finger came from? If I remember rightly.
Possibly, I think so. Yes,
I think that's what it was based on, wasn't it?
Yeah, wonderful. Love that one.
Classic, and of course, based on the Donald Pleasance specifically, I would say.
From You Only Live Twice. Yeah. But then, obviously, you've got the set piece of Dr. No, and they're wearing those suits and everything. I mean, it's just, but also across all of the films, and hopefully, maybe number 4.
Oh, yes, he's talking about it. So they made the commercial, which was excellent.
I'd like that to happen.
He brazenly just said, yes, there will be a 4th movie.
Oh.
I think he's doing that to try and convince people to greenlight it. I don't think it's happening yet.
If you book them, they will come.
Excellent work. Right, I'll move on to mine. Numero 3.
Is it 3? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
This is... I've put 2 versions of the same character in this, and that is a character from 1987 and a character from 2026. We have watched both of them very recently. We did episodes on them probably a month or so ago.
Are we going to talk about Frank Langella?
We are. Frank Langella and Jared Leto, unfortunately. Skeletor from Masters of the Universe.
Brilliant.
Is everything I want a movie villain to be. It's theatrical, camp, intelligent, terrifying, endlessly entertaining. And that's just the 87 version, which is the darker version of the character. And what makes that 87 version stand out is he's not just a cartoon character brought to life. He's genuinely dangerous and terrifying. Frank Langella. We are going with Langella, aren't we?
Well, no. So I've been reading his memoirs, Famous People as I Know Them.
You haven't been
which is
reading
wonderful.
them at all. You've been fucking listening to them.
Well, I listened to Frank Langella, as how he pronounces his surname. The man himself. He narrates the book himself. I've nearly finished it. It's wonderful. So I listen to him when I'm going to sleep or when I'm driving the car. And do you know what? His voice is just stunning. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And I can hear him playing Skeletor. So we're going Frank Langella because that's how he pronounces himself. Yes, of Italian origin, apparently.
Did we do the episode saying Langella?
Quite possibly, yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, who cares? I stand by it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So Frank Langella, he never treated the role as a joke, even though it's a big sort of animated cartoon character, camp character. He treated Skeletor like Shakespeare, effectively. Every line was with complete conviction. His big booming voice, his commanding presence. And
he started on the stage. You know, his big thing is stage acting.
Yep. And plus, he looks fucking awesome in this movie. And genuinely terrifying as a kid. And now as an adult, I think even when we rewatched it, I thought, fucking hell, it's Skeletor.
Yeah, absolutely.
His makeup is amazing. His whole look in that movie is amazing. I also love that he's a villain who actually wins for much of the film. He conquers Castle Grayskull, captures He-Man, transforms himself into a godlike being. It's rare to see the hero so completely defeated before the end of the movie. But that does make his downfall, or his apparent downfall, so more satisfying. And then we've got the 2026 version with Jared Leto in a movie we both loved.
Yes.
And it is a time, it just shows how timeless the character is, right? Skeletor's not simply evil for the sake of it. He's got this absolute ambition. And this version in 2026 is the perfect camp live action version of the cartoon character, if you ask me. So enjoyable, even though it's Jared Leto underneath. It's one of cinema's greatest scenery chewers as well, but funny.
Totally. I thought actually he played it stunningly well.
Yeah. Can't take it away from him.
You can't, as much as there's quite a few films where I don't really like Jared Leto in. One of them is the Dallas Buyers Club, which he's stunning in, and the second, which I think he also won an Oscar for, and the second one is this one, which he's actually owned brilliantly. So good.
I do want to give him credit, but also he did turn up to set with blood on his face. Like, get a fucking grip, man.
I know, it's a bit much.
But, he balances that menace and the theatrical fun and just instantly recognisable design. He does a good job with the voice. It's just such a great villain.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey man,
absolutely.
you boob. Excellent. You're number 3.
So my number 3 is actually a pick by Olive, my daughter, and it's the character Captain Clark, the pirate, from the film Backrooms, directed by Kane Parsons, also known as Kane Pixels, and the pirate's actually a bit of an effigy. It's the mascot of a furniture store. And the Backrooms, the premise of the film, for those of you that, I don't know, well, spoilers, first of all, for those of you that have not seen it, the premise of the Backrooms is at the back of this furniture store, through this wall is a bit of a portal, if you will, and there's just these rooms that just keep continuing. Have you seen the film, first of all?
No. I don't know anything about it.
Right. Now, I've been a big fan of Kane Parsons and Kane Pixels' YouTube channel from many years ago, from 2019, I think he put his first video up. I've been a big fan of his for years. I was a fan before it was cool, man, and mainstream. And so we've been into his stuff for a long time, and watching sort of like found footage stuff, all that kind of really low budget kind of horror, because you can make any found footage with just a telephone, let's face it. He makes some really, really cool stuff. Now, this is the mascot of the store, and later on in the film, this mascot, which is a huge sort of toy pirate thing, but about 2.5-3 meters tall, is chasing this guy around these back rooms and hallways which just never end, and it's pretty horrific. And basically this giant is now kind of like chasing this woman down this very narrow sort of like never ending. It's just oh god.
I have to say, from that description, sounds shit.
Oh, I know. Go and bloody watch it. I'd love you to see it. I thought it was brilliant. I thought they did such a good job of bringing it to the screen, because what they did is A24, the studios, bought in the original maker of these YouTube things, and they invested in him as like this 3D designer basically, who uses Blender to create these back rooms and puts them up on YouTube. They've created this. They've got him in charge of this film, and it's wonderful. And he stayed so true to it.
That's bold.
Absolutely fantastic.
And you don't scare easy.
I don't scare easy at all, and even I was like, "Whoa, nice, really, really good." I went with Angus and Olive. Nice. I went with Angus and Olive, and also my mate Ilias and his girlfriend. We went and watched it, and it was just brilliant, absolutely fantastic. A great evening out at the cinema. So yeah, glad she's chosen it. Probably wouldn't have been one of my choices, but she's well into that film at the moment, so a good choice nevertheless. Go and watch it, promise you.
Angus is 12. How did he find it?
Oh yeah, no, loved it, because obviously he wasn't really scared. He's not scared by it, but also we've also watched a lot of horror, but again, it's more of the psychological, where you don't see the monster.
Yeah,
lots of
that's
found
what I liked
footage.
about Blair Witch, the first one.
Yes, that's the thing. Again, found footage. We're really into found footage. Mandela, the Archive 84, all those kinds of things. SDCP archives. There's a lot of if we're quite into the fandom of all that sort of business. And I've just heard today that the Spielberg, the Spielberg. Oh yeah, no, fuck it. Definite article. Spielberg is going to be producing the Mandela series, which is another.
Do they need
YouTube...
someone to do the voice?
Exactly right. I was just thinking that is another YouTube sort of found footage, analog horror that basically is a bit like the Backrooms. So the studios, I think there's 14 different studios that were bidding over this. Again, this is like tiny YouTubesville stuff that we've been watching for years, and now suddenly 14 different studios are fighting over it because they've seen, oh wow, the Backrooms has made some money, we'll have some of that.
Yeah.
And so Olive's messaged me earlier saying, look at this. So Spielberg is suddenly making a horror film based on some YouTube analog horror that someone's made in their bedroom. We're so excited. We're literally so excited for this business. So I know we're going off a bit of a tangent. We'll call it there. But I would like you to see this film just to see what you think of it.
I'll probably watch it on streaming.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of money in the cinema this month. Right. We're into the twos. My number 2. People won't believe that I haven't put this at number 1.
Oh.
And I'm not convinced I've made the right decision. But it's also such an obvious choice, even for people who aren't nutty Star Wars fans like me. So, I think Darth Vader might be the greatest movie villain ever created.
Okay.
But is it my number 2? Every aspect of the character works perfectly together. The design's iconic, the black armour, the flowing cape, the mechanical breathing, and this emotionless mask create this... I don't know, before he even speaks, you know someone extraordinary has arrived. You know, when he arrives on the ship in that first movie, you're like, holy fuck, this is the bad guy. Don't know anything about him, but he's clearly the bad guy.
Is it not the score that does it, though, as well?
Partly, yeah. But what elevates Vader is this balance between this unstoppable force and this tragic humanity. I mean, he's terrifying because he rarely loses control. You know, he calmly walks through blast of fire, he force chokes people, and he's hunting down the rebels with like this just relentless, frustrated anger and determination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beneath that, and all the armour and all the broken bits of body is this guy who's just actually quite vulnerable, and we see his sort of story unfold. And the revelation that he's Luke's father, I am your father, completely changed everything.
That was terrible.
And it was amazing.
That didn't sound anything like James Earl Jones.
No, I am your father. No, you're right, it's shit.
That's almost like...
Do you want to have a go?
Batman. No.
Yeah, we've been doing in the last couple of episodes fucking Batman and the Joker, and my voice is fucked. But yeah, I like that suddenly this villain wasn't simply someone to defeat, but someone to sort of understand, actually, you know, what's going on in his head. So by Return of the Jedi, his redemption becomes such a huge emotional ending of the whole trilogy. Mm-hmm. We've seen both the monster and the man.
The redemption.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Vader's helped by incredible performances from David Prowse, who gave him his physical presence, James Earl Jones, obviously one of cinema's greatest voices, and Sebastian Shaw. I was going to say Sebastian Stan. No, Sebastian Shaw was the under-helmet face of Vader in Return of the Jedi. And as you said, John Williams helped sort of the theme of Vader, which was very much part of the character. Mm-hmm. So yes, so it took all those people to sort of bring him to life. I mean, the breathing is as iconic as the costume. I am your father changed movie history. And like he's menacing, but he's not always shouting. He's not always angry. There's a dynamic range to him. And then ultimately he's quite tragic. He's quite a tragic character.
He's not shouty at all, is he? He's very calm and collected, apart from when he sort of like gets a bit choky.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely has his moments, but yeah, he can just talk like a normal guy.
I'm surprised it's not your number 1, I won't lie. I just naturally assumed he was immediately going to be your number 1.
Yeah. What could my number 1 be then if it's not Vader?
Darth Maul?
The Emperor.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Now, like your father.
I mean, Anakin, maybe?
That is Darth Vader, though.
Oh, I suppose. Well, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. I was just thinking about younglings. Not Sky. Do you know what? I don't know.
No, you don't. Good try.
I don't. I'm aware of Star Wars, but
yeah. Your number 2.
Right, my number 2. Now, I've gone out of my way to choose an older film because we've done that recently, and I know that we're not relegated to 80s or 90s films when we do this, and I know that we've actually picked some really interesting older ones, and the topic of conversation has come up a couple of times, especially when we've had our online Patreon meetups with people. Some older films actually get dropped, and I know that you love, for example, Oh, Mr. Porter, which is a really old film, and I thought about this one, and it's a film I've seen a long time ago, but I realised actually I wanted to bring it up because it's old. 1933, King Kong.
Oh yeah.
A budget of 670,000 and it grossed 1.7 million on first release, and this is in the middle of the Great Depression. And it's basically credited with
helping. That feels like a lot of money.
An awful lot of money for those days, you know. But the thing is, and this is what I kind of like a little bit about this, is King Kong really the villain?
I was going to ask you who you actually picking as your villain.
Right. I mean, he's you know, like he's the villain, right? But actually, no, he's not. I mean, he's on his island. He's minding his own fucking business. Humans turn up, kidnap him, chain him up, sell tickets.
It was going a bit Epstein for a minute there. He's on his island. People are turning up. He's having some fun parties.
There's some files. There's some photographs taken.
Some royals.
The king and queen are there.
Yeah.
He escapes. He gets confused. He's scared in the city, and then he gets shot. And the villains are the ones holding the cameras, really.
All the guns.
Right, yeah, absolutely. But I wanted to bring it up because, again, the way they filmed this and the stop motion that went into it, and I watched actually some shorts from it today on YouTube, and you can see where the fur moves, and it looks a little bit like his muscles are moving, but actually that's the puppeteer's fingerprints from moving the models in between the frames. Really? Willis O'Brien was the stop motion pioneer at the time, and it's just incredible what they got up to. Because like 1933, right? Okay, what we're going to do is this. In the middle of a depression, we're going to make a film, and we're going to have this. No, stay with me, right? We're going to have the model of this ape, right? We can put it on this really sort. Was it the Empire State Building? Going to put him on the Empire State Building. It's going to be great. We'll take loads of photographs of it, and we'll speed it up, and it's going to be great. It'll sell millions, and it did.
Yeah, I question whether he's a villain, but I'll let you have it.
I know. This is the thing. This is why I wanted to put it in there, because like he's not a villain. Yeah, I wanted something a little bit, I don't know, left field. Because like he's the bad guy, but he's not the bad guy. I know.
In my honourable mentions, I got the shark from Jaws, but it's not really a villain.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, right, we're on to our ones. But before we do our ones, we're going to talk about our honourable mentions. But if I mention anything that is your number one, don't give it away.
Okay.
We'll just move over it. How many have you got in your honourables?
2, 3, 4.
Okay. I've got more than you. Dr. Evil was on my honourable mentions in case you didn't mention him. My first honourable mention is Hans Gruber, Hans Bobby from Die Hard. Sophisticated, intelligent, an absolute benchmark for a villain, and humorous.
I mean, he's wonderful. It was 1988?
Yeah.
41, straight out of the Royal Shakespeare Company. Wonderful.
What about you?
I've got Heath Ledger's Joker.
Oh.
Now, I know that we've just done the Joker.
Hall of Fame, Jack Nicholson.
But my God, he was brilliant in that. Won an Oscar, obviously.
Yeah.
Posthumously. Yeah. I watched a few shorts of it today and just, wow. And apparently, Heath Ledger locked himself away in a hotel room for about 6 weeks and kept a Joker diary of the character's thoughts and built the voice and the lip sort of licking tick from scratch, because he does that all the time, and it just fits so wonderfully. But it's like, God, how do you do that? It is incredible, absolutely incredible.
Complete character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Burton. I've got Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Comedy, horror, and fantasy all together.
It really pisses me off.
Yeah,
great. I've got. I don't know how to pronounce this.
Oh dear.
The bad guy from No Country for Old Men.
Oh yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Anton Chigurh, I suppose. Javier Bardem. Just, I mean, fuck. Brutal. Like, the worst haircut as well. Oh my God, what a horrific villain. Brilliant film. I don't think I probably could watch it again, actually. It's so... Coen Brothers, obviously, wonderful. But... Whoa.
Such a handsome, charismatic man in real life. And he has a habit of playing awful, horrible villains.
But villains you really remember.
Yeah, I almost put his Bond villain in there.
I nearly put his Bond villain in there, but I know that I talked about him quite recently as well. I think, actually, when we did our road trip, people, it's like, I kind of like to go on a sort of road trip with him, because he's,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I've got Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars.
Do it.
The ultimate puppet master. Do it.
Do it.
Now, like your father, you are mine. Yes, just like his voice alone gets him in there, really. So much dynamic range and variety, but it's such a brilliant, fascinating character.
Yeah. Last one from me, and actually ties in really nicely. It's Captain Hook from Hook, 1991, directed by Steven Spielberg. don't want to talk about it too much because we're going to look at that film next week. But when I was compiling this list, I just thought he's such a wonderful villain. No, Jack, you are home.
You are home, Jack. Yes, great.
God, I cannot wait to do this next week. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's a really good shout.
So good. Okay. So yeah, definitely an honourable mention for that because such a wonderful villain. Such a wonderful
Absolutely. Villain. My last honourable mention is from the movie Heat, the Michael Mann movie Heat, and it's Robert De Niro who plays Neil McCauley. He's more anti-hero than villain. He's basically a crook. But he's got this sort of professionalism, this intelligence, sort of moral code that makes him a really interesting antagonist that's quite unusual. And they sit down and have like a coffee while they talk about their respective careers and how they're going to catch the other, and it's just very watchable. He's always a standout character for me. That whole movie is a standout movie. But
Pacino,
De Niro, face to face. I'll put you down. Yeah. Let's not go into Pacino and De Niro impressions now. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not with my voice on the edge.
Talking to me.
Nobody else here. I've done that wrong as well. Butchered it.
Well, that sounded a bit Stallone.
Yeah. Oh, the three seashells. No, God, no. Adrian! Number ones. It's time for the numero unos. Shall I go first or would you like to go first?
Yes, you started, didn't you?
So I'll finish. My number one. This is my number one for several reasons.
Okay.
The top reason that I picked this person is because this character just really shouldn't work, but it absolutely does. And it's so memorable and just steals the movie. It is the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Brilliant.
Alan Rickman.
Why a spoon, cousin?
Because it'll hurt more.
Oh, yes. Oh, I knew it.
Oh, I mean,
good.
We've said before how we love this movie. It's one of my favourite movies of all time, and we will do it one day, but
it's
I'm holding off.
It's the reason this podcast exists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's one of the most entertaining villains ever put on screen. He's the highlight of every scene he's in because you never know what outrageous thing he's going to do next or what witty zinger he's going to come out with. He's cruel, he's arrogant, he's unpredictable, he's unbelievably funny. And just
bring a friend.
I was about to do the same line. Oh God! Christmas is cancelled. Keep the stitches small. It's just fucking sensational. What makes it brilliant is Rickman's understanding that villains just need to be enjoyable to watch. He doesn't play the sheriff realistically. He plays him with this huge sort of theatrical confidence and energy. Every line is just perfect comedic timing.
It is. It's wonderfully camp. It's great. It
is, but he's also threatening. Like, he rules through fear. He completely abuses his power, and like we literally see him forcing himself on Maid Marian.
Yes,
and it's just his own ego sort of gets in the way.
Yeah,
it's just absolutely fascinating, and the perfect contrast to Kevin Costner's excellent Robin Hood. I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And even decades later, people like me and you quote his lines, and what a great unforgettable villain.
Mm-hmm. No, love it. Brilliant.
And what's interesting is a bit like Nicholson in Batman is that he's funny without reducing the threat.
Okay, yeah.
Do you mean he's not any less scary because he also is a bit funny?
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I know. The fear is never understated in the guy. You totally feel that. Yeah, he could hang you up by your toenails and gut you.
So you're number one.
Wow.
It's not from the fucking Big Blue, is it? It's not.
There is no bad guy in Le Grand Bleu. Yeah. No, that would be quite funny. Eric Serra.
He's a villain to me for doing that fucking awful GoldenEye soundtrack.
I'm surprised that actually he didn't say that. So one of our patrons didn't say that Eric Serra was the worst movie score or ever. I mean, look, this could change so much because even at one point I had Hannibal Lecter down.
Yeah, oh, mate, neither put him in honourable mentions either.
I know.
Buffalo
Bill. There's so many. There's so many you could have. And this just happens to be the one today. Why not? Because it's so memorable. And I often quote this. There's a few quotable lines when anyone's saying anything kind of a little bit boring or monotonous. I quite often follow up with, and you help your landlady carry out your garbage.
Oh, did I not mention it in my honourable mentions?
Anderson. Did you not?
No, I didn't.
No.
I actually
Matrix.
I forgot to mention one in my honourable mentions, which was Seven's John Doe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Whoops. But yes, Mr. Anderson.
So, Agent Smith, played by Hugo Weaving, who is stunning, brilliant actor, Australian guy. The Matrix, it's just a fucking brilliant film, absolutely stunning film. And I just love his character throughout this as a computer program, but as a human, and the way he talks. And it's so... what is the use, Mr. Anderson, if you have a mouth, if you're unable to speak? He's so cool and collected because he's a computer program. And it's just, he's wonderfully evil, and I think it's because he's so calm, and, you can't beat him. That's the point. These agents, and that's why Neo's come along. These agents are unbeatable. You just have to run from these computer programs, but Neo learns and he can fight them. But throughout, you're like, oh shit, it's agents, run! And they're trying to escape them all the time. And it's these things that you absolutely fear, and they're relentless. And then they can morph into anybody. They can take the body of anybody that's in the street and stuff like that. And it's just, but it's the earpiece that he removes when he's talking to Morpheus, and he's trying to get the access codes to Zion or whatever. And he take the earpiece out and he unplugs. So then this computer program becomes sentient. He becomes this thing, and it's just wonderful. I just love the whole concept of that bad guy, but I love how well it's played by Hugo Weaving as well. It's just beautiful. It's so well done. So today, it's going to be Agent Smith as number one for me.
It's a unique villain, actually. And as you were talking about it then, it made me think how actually he's the modern equivalent of the Terminator, in that Arnie came in and had to do a robot, right? And that was how Arnie did it.
I like that a lot.
And he had to come in and do a computer program. But it's a different approach. And the character itself is actually a bit of a mix of T-800 and T-1000, the way it can take on different appearances and has to be quite robotic. Yeah.
I'd not thought about that at all. I like that. I like that a lot. That's very cool.
Good choice. Good choice. Like that.
Right?
Yeah. Because like on the surface of it, I don't find Agent Smith that interesting or compelling. But actually, when you break it down, I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. Right, that's the show. Thanks so much for spending time with us. If you want to come hang out, get behind the scenes updates, bonus content,
action.
What else we got? Early access, ad-free listening. Head over to our Patreon. This has been a long recording session. This one, you can get a backlog pass for $5 a month.
Anyway, because seeing as it's 2:00 in the morning here, please leave us a review on your podcast platform of choice, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever. It all really helps. You can also find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Rewind Classic Movies. If you want us to drop us an email, it's rewindclassicmovies@gmail.com. And if you have been listening to us for all this time and you've been a long-time viewer of the show, you might listen to us, but if you do occasionally watch our little things on YouTube and bits and pieces, the view behind me will be the last one you see, because I am moving house. So it's a little bit bittersweet for me for this episode, because this will be the last one that I create from this room, and indeed in this country. So there you go.
Well, it's a milestone episode, because this is the last episode that I will be a single man.
Wow. Big changes.
So there we go. Drawing a line in the sand.
Indeed.
But we are coming back. We'll be back next week for the main Rewind show. And where are we going, AJ? Because it's your pick.
We are going to Neverland, and we are going to join the Lost Boys and Bangarang. Bangarang! Yes. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Can't get enough of John Williams. So good.
Spielberg. Williams. Double Williams.
Yeah.
John and Robin.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And we should probably just say that where we're going. So after we do Hook, we'll do a fast forward. Then we've got another rewind that we're going to choose. We might be going to a galaxy far, far away. And then we've got a patron's choice. And then hopefully we'll have a couple of special bonus episodes before the end of the season. And then at some point we'll be back for season 3. So stay with us. Loads more episodes coming out for now, but we are getting towards the end of season 2. That's it. I can't wait. Sorry about the mess. Say goodbye, AJ.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and